Hey, everybody and nobody, and maybe somebody that picks up, says something back. A shout out today for our Mental Health Awareness Month. I think about that and I'm very disturbed by any ability to run a month on it. And then I say to myself, well, who am I to say what we shouldn't do? But I just think it's the way of life developed around us, and what we try to portray as a level of normality is really subjected to a great deal of controversy. From some people thinking they're so much better than others, to pretending you're the smartest in the room or the smartest person. These are misinterpreted labels we place on some people, and there's a great deal of wealth that has been distributed to some people that perhaps they deserve some of it. I'm not sure. A way of a life developed around a dollar, an imaginary substance. We charge so much for like rocks you find or something that you can, just by chance at times. I mean, it's really bizarre to me. So to run a month on this without having somebody to speak back to would be very hard for me to do. But I just would like to express that the way of life in general that we are doing, and the extermination of so many species, and the ability at times to try and erase some of the past that we've done in order to move forward into a further level of madness, and to know that our people on one level or another, they have not actually ever voted for a further degree of technology and robots and artificial intelligence that are now going to become a great deal a piece of our lives. The conversation could go on and on for a while in the way that we have depleted our food supply at times, and how we have dared to say that we could not affect the population of the fish in the ocean and decimated it at times, just for a few things to start to brush up against. And then to watch some of the people, and if you are a person that has intelligence and has abilities, and to not understand that these aren't gifts given to you by God, but it is on your own consciousness that you would not try in one way or another to help others through your way of life, and that life itself for us is built on some false idea of financial security is the total achievement. I mean, I could go on and on. I mean, I really could. I mean, we could really get after it with one another on this subject matter. But when you start speaking of mental health and things, and you try to use people of school teachings in a long-term analysis of people's minds and different things and behavioral patterns, and then try to subject that to a world that is measured by money and power and just a really bizarre level of humanity to me. I mean, we don't really try for one another. We never have, and we don't look for balance within our species for this planet. Instead, we have just driven our way of life into a dominant role, and we have not slowed down. That this conversation could go on and on. I'm going to stop it short today, one of my shortest ones, because I enjoy the idea of it, but I would really... I'm going to need somebody to talk back to on this one, because I think we have failed as a race, as the human race. We are failing our planet greatly. I really do. And when you measure life as only on a human life level, that is so narrow-minded and short-sighted, without giving true consideration to all life and a future of the planet for all of our people, for generations that will feel down the road our failures if we do not act accordingly. I mean, it's bizarre to me, some of the ideas of, some of the disorders and stuff that people, you can't help but have a disorder, could you? One degree or another after a while, and there are some people that are extremely chemically imbalanced. I understand that, but not many of. And a lot of the time, it's just it's the pressures and the different acceptances and different mindsets that you're thrown into, and we haven't really worked for one another's future for so long unless there's a dollar behind it. So unless we can get beyond that point, there's going to be a great deal of mental health problems when there is such a level of inequality throughout our people and such an inability to find balance with this planet, and to find that we are nothing more than a part of it. I'll put the song out again, we, because that's me, dude. I'm nothing more than any of it. I have yet to see a time in our history where we really work together, unless we're at war and killing one another at times, and then still you think somebody won. But in reality, when you look at the history and everything, we're not winning, we're losing. Every war we have, we lose. Because we lose life, and we lose sight, and we just lose. We've been doing this for so long. Hey man, check out the song We. You know what? Whether it lives or it breathes, whether it's dead from the from the earth to the sky, to the sea, whether it's got legs, breathes, or has leaves, and everything in between, man, I am part of it. It is part of me. Part of me is it. And together, we make a difference. There is nothing above this planet. Nothing. Our history has shown over and over again, man, we have failed our planet. We have failed so many life forms. We face these failures, we acknowledge them, and we try to move to a better tomorrow, letting go of some of the false securities and false senses of happiness that we have developed. This go, more. It's not working. It creates a great deal of the mental health problems. Many conversations need to be had. Dude, you only got to look to different colored people. You only got to look to women, you know, and the inequality and everything that has been done through our years to see how short we have fallen. And to not expect there's going to be a great... And then when you administer the health for the mind, right? It's geared around $1 still. Everything is. Even the guy that wants to talk to you, he's going to need to be paid. Good friends are some really good times and some really good support groups, you know. But for mental health, I think it's very healthy for us to speak our minds and to find and have people that we trust and believe in, and to, when you confide in another person, for them to hold that dear to them. That is not something they would ever share with someone else. When those things are done, and when you violate them and you go against them, man, that's really bad. It's going to have a lasting effect. Promises broken and treaties broken and everything that we've done through our history. Big deal of conversation could be had around this. We can make a difference.